ladies, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how to make something really easy and quick, but it's so good. It is what I like to call my Nona's oven-baked zucchini frittata. It's really yummy. If you follow me on Instagram, that you know recently I was in Italy, and I show a lot of stuff in my stories that I feel like you might be interested in, and one of the days I was there, we made this, and it's so good, and I learned a couple of new tricks from my aunt, my Uncle Tony's wife, that I think that you'll really enjoy because it does make a really delicious frittata. You're gonna love it. Let me run you through the list of ingredients because it's kind of short and sweet like me. You'll need eggs, some zucchini, and a little bit of onion. This is not a zucchini and onion frittata, but you do need a little bit of onion. It makes a big, big difference. Now what I have here is a little bit of mild provolone and some freshly grated parm, additional parm, olive oil, salt, and you're going to need some breadcrumbs. I know I sound crazy, but trust me on this, it is so good. I've got my oven preheated to 425. What I have here is a skillet with a little bit of olive oil, not much because I don't want this to be greasy, but I am gonna cook my zucchini and onion because you want to develop really good color and give them a chance, just giving them a chance to get that really lovely, nutty, delicious flavor. And also by doing this, you know, you're gonna have texture, it's gonna be delicious, it's gonna be cooked, and you're not gonna have all that watery consistency running through your eggs. A little pinch of salt, because you wanna make sure everything is evenly seasoned. I'm also gonna just add a pinch of salt to my eggs while I have my eggs here. I'm gonna keep my eye on my zucchini. It's only gonna take a few minutes for these to cook. I'm just looking for good color. In the meantime, I'm just gonna take my fork and I'm gonna just whip my eggs. I'm also gonna prep my pan. This is good for now. I'm gonna prep my pan, which I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. A metal pan I think works wonders, and I do think that you need to use a metal pan. I'm using a 9-inch round metal pan, standard, works really well. You take a little bit of oil, I would say maybe a couple teaspoons, not a ton. You take a brush, and I just make sure to brush the base and the sides, and then, here's when it gets good. You take a little bit of breadcrumbs, a little less than a tablespoon at this point, I would say maybe 2.5 teaspoons, and you kind of just cover the base. This makes it so that the bottom has almost like a crust, but without it being a thick crust like a quiche, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Look how thin that is. And it is so perfect. You cannot even imagine. So now that my pan is prepped, I'm gonna set it to the side, wait for my zucchini to finish cooking, and then we'll marry everything together, and I'll show you the last couple of final steps that is really important. This is exactly what you're looking for. You want them to be really lovely and cooked down, soft and translucent, good color everywhere. Smells awesome. All right, to the eggs, we are going to add the cheeses. I don't like to do like a sharp cheese here, just because I don't want anything to take away the flavor of the zucchini. But you can do a sharp provolone if you want to. You can even do some mozzarella, as long as the mozzarella is not the kind that's like really, really wet, almost like a buffalo mozzarella or a burrata. It's way too wet. It's gonna add a lot of moisture to the eggs, and that's never good. All right, now speaking of moisture to the eggs, my aunt taught me this trick, and it is life-changing. You take about a heaping tablespoon of breadcrumbs, and you add that to your mixture. And what that does is it absorbs into the eggs, and it really helps the eggs set a lot better when they bake. So try it, you'll love it, I promise. If it wasn't worth doing, I wouldn't add it, but I'm telling you, it is, that 1 tablespoon of breadcrumb is worth all the difference. And then you just mix in your zucchini, pour this mixture into your prepared pan, and then you're just gonna finish it. You're gonna finish it with a little more breadcrumb, about, I don't know, a little more than a teaspoon, maybe about 2 teaspoons. And some parm over the top. That's it. This is delicious, hot, room temperature, or even cold. What we like to do, when I was a little girl, we loved this in a sandwich, hot out of the oven or hot off the stove. So fantastic. You haven't lived until you've had one. A sandwich with a frittata in it. Into the oven, 25 minutes or so, and I'll show you what it looks like when it is done. Look how beautiful this frittata is. I mean, a frittata should not be really pale. You want that lovely crust, that brown. I mean, it is perfection. I took it out of the oven at a 25-minute mark. I let it cool for just a little bit, but it's still hot. I'm serving with a spinach and tomato salad that's really easy and simple. Spinach, tomatoes, olive oil, champagne vinegar, salt. That's it, and a little onion as well. It's the perfect brunch, lunch, light dinner, whatever. And it goes down so easily. So perfect, hot, warm, room temperature, cold. It doesn't discriminate. It is good no matter what. It's lovely and like really, I want to say bouncy in the mouth, but what I mean is it's not that really heavy, eggy. It's just really light and fluffy and delicious and perfect. Go to laureninthekitchen.com, get the written recipe, make it. Make a couple of them and keep them in the fridge for easy picking, easy lunching. You will not be sorry. I hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.